Mm-hmm. Good evening, world of Facebook. Hey, it is 8:37 on Thursday night, and I am coming to you live from UCLA Hospital Santa Monica, but not from my room in the 4th floor Southwest Oncology like I would normally come to you at UCLA Santa Monica Hospital, but instead from my new room in the AR. Show them my room, Mary Lou. So we have been admitted here today. Now, today started with, today started nice. Didn't today start nice? What did we do today this morning, Mary Lou? We had some people over. Why are you being so quiet? You can talk to. Please help fill me in. I have chemo brain. I can't remember who came over today. So I actually do need you to participate. You're like nodding like you're some kind of like character. Like
we took care of business in the morning with emails.
Business, yes.
And then
yeah.
A friend came over and helped us clean.
That's right. We had help cleaning the house today. That's right. It was some great conversation and some help cleaning. And I got a little bit of work done. Then we had to get going. Okay, thank you. That seemed like it was a week ago. You got to help me out here. The memory is crazy these days. Okay, so we left and we went to our appointment, which was with our Cardio Thoracic Surgeon, Dr. J. Lee, and that's at UCLA Santa Monica 200 South Westwood Plaza. So from here, we finally had our appointment to learn about what happened to our tumor and to, or what the plan was for surgery. Are we gonna go over that now, Mary Lou?
Yes.
Yes, we are gonna go over that now.
Yes.
So what do you want to start with? So since we're waiting to get, by the FYI, by the way, BT dubs, whatever you kids say these days, we're waiting for someone to come in. It's based on my blood work today, is what the lab work is what they called me on, based on some counts here. And so we're going to test the blood again first and then determine, but they want to open my port back up today. So
we are in the ER.
The sounds of the ER. So I've heard sounds like that and worse on the oncology floor. Sending you healing, my brother. I hope you feel better. In the meantime, I know they will take care of him in his pain and he will be okay. So we're waiting for someone to come and open up the port. And in the meantime, we have a chance to just fill you guys in on what happened today with Dr. Lee. So we went over the surgical plan. So as of today, now this is all prior to now. So before the blood work, this was the plan. Is actually surgery is planned and scheduled for this coming Tuesday, August 1st. Tonight's visit at the hospital may or may not dictate if that has to change. We'll see. Hopefully not, because we need to get this going. But we did. Do we want to talk about the results of the scan, or do we want to talk about the surgery first? Mary thinks the surgery. She's like my producer. See, what I need to have is some inner ears, so I could actually have her just feed me what's going on. She got to tell me that way I can do it like a good newscaster or something. So the surgery. What the surgery does entail is an incision. He explained to us is an incision from here, just below the throat, all the way down to just above the navel. That's what they hope to do. If they can't access what they need to, they're going to actually. Hello, how are you? Yes, that's me.
Hi, I'm Heather. How
They're
are
going to
you?
actually pull it all the way to the right. I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. So you just came to see me, show me how good you're feeling?
I came to hang. I thought we would have a cocktail.
Sounds good.
No, but are you gonna open me up?
I was going to ask you what your preference is. I may have to
real fast, just to respect you.
Sure.
My whole cancer journey has been documented on video.
Okay.
And I am shooting video. Would you prefer to be in or out of the video while we're shooting?
Out.
Okay. So is your hands okay?
Hands are fine.
Maybe
Okay.
we can because I'm documenting everything.
Sure.
So I will honor that. Thank you so much.
Thanks for asking. I
We will
really
keep
appreciate
you
it.
out of said video.
Do you want to turn this over?
Oh, sure.
Just in
Okay.
case. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
And there we
appreciate
go.
it.
Thank you.
I have
Talk to me.
two things. We might have to do a second lab draw for you.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Because
So-
the first lab draw, guys, was.
So I know I can get blood out of your PICC line, right? Out of your port
I
cap.
have a power cord, yeah.
Is that working?
Is it working? Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I just came out of. I've been staying upstairs,
Oh, okay.
4th floor, 1 week stay, 2 week home. I just
Okay.
finished my 4th full week upstairs,
Okay.
and so they just unported me and they did a.
Heparin.
That's it.
Awesome. So it was working well while you were here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I can access it. Okay.
Yeah, the port is.
We may have to draw another set of blood work from a different site. Is that okay?
Like the arm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, I've been freaking poked and prodded and stuck and
That's
popped
why I'm
and
asking because it's so
just
uncomfortable.
do
So.
what you gotta do,
Okay.
man. I'm
Um,
shivering, by the way, and I can't really figure out why, but I literally am shaking.
and then your treatment upstairs, is it chemo and radiation or chemo?
Just chemo, yeah.
Chemo, okay.
Yeah, it's called the VIP. It's the germ cell tumor. So it's 3 different kinds of. It's cisplatin, etoposide, and efosfamide. And when I do stay here, I am plugged in for a week at a time. And
Okay.
like the IFOS runs 24 hours a day with the Mesna, and then the other 2 I get a bag a day of. So
Okay.
I'm getting a pretty heavy hit of chemo
All right.
on each round. But
We're making sure you glow, huh?
I'm letting it out.
He was already glowing.
Now, were you, right, he has a glowing personality.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you come back because you have abnormal labs that are routine for you to have checked? Or was something
we
feeling
got-
a certain way and you want to go get your lab
We
work
had
checked?
a appointment with Dr. J. Lee, my Cardio Thoracic Surgeon, today.
Uh-huh.
We scheduled our surgery for Tuesday of next week to do the full open chest surgery and remove the rest of the dead cell tumor, which is apparently just there but kind of dead cell.
Okay.
So it's a full open chest surgical procedure. So right after our appointment, where we actually, did all the surgical pre-planning stuff, they sent us upstairs. We did a chest X-ray, EKG, and blood
Blood work,
labs.
okay.
Then we we have a production studio. We had a business meeting. We're looking to hire an
Native
assistant.
Foods,
Yeah, we're
right
Native
next
Foods.
to UCLA.
having some vegan food and interviewing somebody and talking about business because
Right,
cancer
gotta
or
keep
not,
going.
we got to keep going.
Right.
We're changing the world with what we're doing here at 3 Cube Studios, aren't we, Miranda?
Yes.
So we were just having dinner. We were actually getting close to wrapping up our meal. Phone rings and there's a doctor and he says, "Hey, this is Doctor." I forgot his name.
Yelu?
It doesn't
Healer?
matter. Doesn't matter. He was a doctor from UCLA reviewing my labs, and they said that my counts were dangerously low. They said that my white counts were in the 1s, the hemoglobin up in the 6s, and one other count, similar too, which is weird because my counts had been going up since last week.
So what we're
So
gonna
he
do...
told me to go to the ER.
Yeah.
And then he actually told me to go right there back to Ronald Reagan, but then he said, "You know what? Just go." He called me back and said, "Go back to Santa Monica because they've been treating you so far, and they'll
Oh.
probably know how to take better care of you since you've been their patient on oncology, and Reagan's gonna be my hospital for surgery."
Gotcha.
So Mary was my wheelwoman, and she just zipped us up the street, and we got here, and I'm in your hands.
Okay, and you just feel shaky.
Well,
Do you feel cold?
right now I'm shivering. I'm freezing. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just,
Okay.
it's
So
wow.
we're gonna recheck your lab work just to make sure there wasn't something wrong with the specimen that you collected.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good start.
And we'll make sure we put you on a cardiac monitor. I'm gonna recheck your temp before we
Okay.
go. Okay.
Cool.
And we'll access your corticals. So I'll get everything ready for you for
Okay,
that.
great.
Any
Sounds good.
questions so far?
My only question is, before we get started, is there a men's room close by?
Do you feel steady on your feet, or do you feel weak or lightheaded?
I'm steady.
You're steady. What do you have on your feet?
Socks.
Do you
Just
have
one
our
sock.
fancy socks?
No,
No.
no one gave me socks.
I'll
No
give you
one
fancy socks. That'll be bad.
Okay, because before we start getting plugged in, just in case we're gonna have to plug in or whatever,
Yeah.
I just want to get that out the way.
I'll give you the fancy socks. I'll want a urine sample just in case, so you don't
Okay.
have to do it again.
So we'll do that right then and there.
Yeah, and then while you're doing that, I'll get everything ready. Sound like a plan?
That sounds like a
Okay.
great plan.
Let me get your socks.
Beautiful socks. Your example. So I think Mary, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna keep it rolling live, and are you gonna, while I'm giving a sample and stuff, you gonna tell people what's up?
Oh, why don't you tell them right now what the rest of the appointment was?
Well, but I'm just saying that we're gonna continue on and figure out what's gonna happen here. So who knows? Okay. Well, anyway.
Be on point, talk fast. Biscuits and gravy.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I changed to some socks here. Mary, you're showing up my
Your underwear?
Yeah, I am wearing drawers this time.
Oh yeah, good thing, huh?
Good thing wearing drawers. Okay, anyway, so the surgery all the way down to here. If they need to, they might have to open it up to here, but they don't have to do that. It is a full cutting the chest open, cracking it open, opening wide up. They have to remove a gland or a, God damn it, I don't even know. I don't know what it's called, Mary. Remember what it's called? Something has to go. Something that's no longer being used.
What is that gland in your chest that helps with your immune system, but you don't need it anymore once you're an adult?
And they take it out when you have an open chest surgery.
Are you talking about the thyroid that gets smaller?
Not the
But that's
thyroid,
usually
no.
the thyroid.
Not the thyroid, no. Something that shrivels
It
up.
sounded a little bit like
The
thyroid.
thalamus or
Oh, thalamus.
Yeah.
thalamus, maybe? Is that up here?
No, I think you still.
I'm not sure what it is. Anyway, I'm losing some. He said that's something that you don't need no more, and that's going to come out when they open up to do the surgery. So that's going to go.
Thymus. Howard Burton said thymus.
Thymus?
That's what it is.
Maybe it's the thymus. And then he's going to go in there and take out the tumor. The good news is that it looks very, very dead as far as cancer cells go. But there was some concerning news about
Damage.
some damage on my heart right now. Also a vein and also
A main artery.
not artery, but nerve.
That-
And that's a whole lot to film. But I got to go and take care of this real fast. So Mary, do
Okay.
you want to tell them about that
I will
maybe?
tell them.
Mary's going to fill you in about that because I actually, I need to go. Yeah. Okay, I'll be back, guys. Mary will tell you about all those things. She'll remember better than me. So,
All right.
bye.
Hi, everybody. So, where is the camera? It's over here. Okay. So, yeah, we had a pretty scary appointment. He had to go over everything that we should expect. And he said that his concern is that the tumor has affected parts of his heart wall, which if so, then they're going to have to remove part of that heart wall and then replace it with some kind of rubber solution or rubber something. I can't remember. It was a really long, very thorough appointment. But we signed off and everything. It's in the paperwork, which I left in the car because we had to run off to the ER. So they will be replacing the lining of his heart with that rubber. They're going to have to open up his chest completely and then wire it shut. During that time, they will be removing the thymus gland. It has something to do with your immune system when you're a baby, but he said as you get older, it shrivels up and dies off. And I'm just trying to remember everything. And also, his really big concern is a huge vein that goes down to his heart is affected with the tumor, and that he will have to then clip the top of the vein and the bottom of the vein around the heart and possibly go into a bypass machine where they stop the heart and they stop the lungs and they work on repairing that vein. And his biggest concern, he said, was that and then also the nerve that goes down and controls your breathing. What is it called? It's the nerve that controls your lungs from going in and expanding and contracting, expanding and contracting. He said that the tumor looks like that it has damaged that nerve, and if he has to cut the nerve, then he will only have full use of one lung, and the other one they will have to blow up and then sew it some certain way where it stays expanded, and then air just flows through that second lung. So that means that he will not be able to do his extreme sports that he's been doing for a while, like, you know, flag football is not extreme sports, but but it but he loves doing flag football, running, all that kind of stuff. But he probably won't be able to do that anymore, unfortunately. And that it'll be a 2-month recovery, and before he can like lift over 15 pounds. And yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm almost crying on this video, so you have to take it. You have to take it back and.
But do they want my? But do they
Show
want
everybody your
to
pee.
see my?
Sorry, I thought everybody was gonna say.
They want to see
But
my
you're-
pee.
You have a mask on.
But do they want to see my pee? Nice and filled in. Okay.
Some good looking urine.
It's a
He took
little-
his vitamins today. We can see.
I took my Maltese.
I have a 0.75 needle or 1-inch needle for your portacap access. Do you have a preference?
I've never been asked about a needle for my port.
Let me take a look.
That's weird. Normally we all wear masks. Even I wear a mask. We use
Oh yeah, I should
special rubber
probably
gloves.
move my germy stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, we all were. Yeah, the whole process when we do this. But I've never been asked. They just jam that fucker in there, and we're good to go. Excuse my French. But hey.
Mm-hmm.
God, why am I so cold?
I don't know if maybe you have a fever or your body's reacting.
He took my temp. No.
Maybe if your counts are as low as they are, your body may not be able to respond as it normally would. So you may not develop a fever, but if you have some sort of infection. So.
Okay.
Code gray, 5 minutes. Code gray, 5 minutes.
Code gray. That means someone's being unruly at 5. That means security is on the way.
Okay, so yours is small. It's not too big. So I'll use the shorter needle. Okay.
The shorter needle. She knows what she's doing.
Someone said.
Why is everyone at this hospital so damn nice? Even in the ER.
I know everybody smiled at us on the way and like waved and said hello.
It's like everyone's so cool in this hospital. On the 4th floor, they took such good care of me, and now like I'm here, and everyone here is like already.
That's good to hear. I'm sorry if you've been other places where.
If I've been what?
I'm sorry if you've been other places. People are not so nice.
No, it's not that I haven't been. It's just that I haven't had to do this ever before, and so the generosity and the kindness that you guys have been showing me.
How long ago were you diagnosed?
May 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
May 4th.
Yeah. How you doing?
Huh?
How you feeling?
My feeling?
How are you dealing with it?
Oh, dealing with it. Great.
Yeah.
And as far as cancer itself, I mean, it's a journey. It's it's got its hard days and stuff, but I'm using it as my
I'm putting this on.
as my greatest mentor, my greatest teacher. I'm using it to learn, to grow, to inspire myself, other people. So we do all these videos, you know, and this is gonna be like video probably. I think like 38. I don't remember. I think it's 38 if I had to guess, but we're right around there in this series of videos that we're doing, sharing this with everybody because you know, I think people need to see, and that's why I've offered to be sort of vulnerable in sharing my story,
Yeah.
so that others could learn if I've helped anybody else, and I process too through doing these stories, and so it's a give and take, you know.
Gotcha.
It's like I'm experiencing this with all of you. We're experiencing this together, and so you know I'm not alone. I got a team out there. But at the same time, you know, even with the hard days, you still gotta say this. It's a lesson learned even in today. There's still wisdom from this experience of having come here today, and every step of the way, no matter what, you can't control what you can't control, but you can control how you react to that. Whether it's the cancer itself or whether it's just a little hiccup along the road, you say, okay, this happened. What are we going to do? We're going to make the best of it, and we're going to find the lesson, and we're going to find positivity, and somewhere to grow, and somewhere to learn, and somewhere to inspire from it. So that's how I want to continue to approach illness, and also inspire other people who might be going through things like cancers and stuff to also, you know, start seeing the benefits in the suffering. Look for the overcoming of the obstacles.
It's very encouraging.
Callie
Yeah.
just said, should I come to the hospital right now with blood? Dude.
What happened?
Callie's
Okay,
blood in
Okay,
there.
thank you.
He said, should I come to the hospital right now with blood?
I know. Well, man. Yeah, no, I mean, thank you. You can't do that, actually.
He's really healthy.
I
He
know.
eats meat, though.
Yeah, you eat meat. No, you need vegan blood, no.
Is only
And
vegan
I
blood
know,
available for
and I,
this
you
guy?
know, and I can accept, if I do need blood, I can accept anybody's blood, but,
He's the universal receiver.
I am the receiver, but
You're
no,
okay.
no,
Or not, AB.
AB pause. But no, we can't do. We've already asked. We can't do blood to blood. My parents even asked when they were here last week. They have a blood bank here of very highly tested, well preserved, packed, and insured blood that.
But if anybody wants to come to UCLA Santa Monica
And donate, they could always
and
use more, I'm
donate,
sure.
do they donate here?
Yeah, you can donate here.
Yep.
Oh,
See.
you can donate here.
So if you do want to help out.
So if you come here,
And yeah, I might get your blood. And actually, if you donate at, they told me today at the appointment with Dr. Lee, when I'm going to be over at Ronald Reagan at the UCLA, that's a very good possibility I'll be needing blood transfusions there. So if you donate at Ronald Reagan Hospital prior to my surgery, then I may get your blood. Who knows? But it is a good thing to donate blood. I'm not going to be allowed to ever donate blood, but everyone who does donate blood, you are lifesavers and amazing people, so thank you for doing that, because some of us, like myself, who I tried to donate blood in the past and I was denied. I mean, you can't donate blood. I'm glad at least, and I hope things don't revert back to prehistoric thinking, but that, when people who are like gay or things like that weren't allowed to donate blood, and like finally why the frick does that matter, But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Because anyone who wants to help in the matter of donating blood should be allowed to, as long as you're healthy enough to do so. So if you want to, go for it. Do it. Thank you. Please. It helps people like myself. Anyways,
Namyo Horenge Kyo.
Namyo
That's what Mike Meltzer says.
Horenge Kyo. That's right. Chant me to the hospital. And we can hang out live and see what's going to happen here, if you all want to. I'm not going to be talking constantly, though. I can guarantee you that. I'm a little dizzy.
You're dizzy?
Oh, it's like a little, what's the word? Not like I'm going to fall over dizzy.
Lightheaded?
It's that, just sort of sort of wobbly lighthead. But this has been the new normal the last 2 rounds after chemo. It's kind of been like that lightheaded.
Okay.
Although this round I've been getting a lot more like body shocks and adrenaline.
Oh.
Did I describe the adrenaline feeling to you? I just told the other doctor and the other nurse. So I'm getting feelings like, again, the best way I can describe it is just, if you ever get into one of those close calls, like a car accident, like you just swerved out of the way just in the nick of time, your cortisol kicked in and your body fight or flight worked so well that you were able to just narrowly escape. You're like, whew! Did that ever happen to you? It ever? Maybe once? Most people
Yeah.
it has. Even some kind of close call. And the adrenaline suddenly is no longer needed, and the cortisol that was taken, that was suddenly, I feel it dripping down my legs.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of feels that sort of nauseous-y, sort of uncomfortable, just adrenaline dripping down the legs feeling. That feeling, intensified very much so, is constantly happening. I constantly feel like there's adrenaline going down my legs. And it's just so like, it's like this nauseating feeling.
And tell me again what kind of tumor you have?
I have a germ cell chest tumor.
And how big is it? Like, where is it?
Well,
Mediastinal germ cell tumor.
yeah, pushing into the heart, but
Okay.
it's come off the heart in some places. It's still touching in some places.
Okay.
What did they say? That it was 2 point something by
2 point something?
3 point something, or 2 point something by 2.
All your
It's-
paperwork is in my.
Yeah, we don't have the exact numbers here, but it has shrunk quite a bit.
It was 13.9 centimeters.
This thing deactivated itself, so I have to get another kit.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's taking so much longer.
It's okay. We're talking to our adoring fans. Live from the ER. This is exciting, right? This is like better than like what's on like whatever
Candace
channel,
says
CBS
It
or
sounds like a panic
BBC.
attack, but it's panic attack all the time.
Panic attack all the time.
Mhm.
Hello. Hi.
Sorry, sorry about that.
No apologies needed.
Patience.
I'm the patient with the patience.
Mm-hmm.
And no apologies needed. But thank you. Where were we?
I don't know. I'm getting tired of holding
The phone.
the phone, but
Yeah.
we will come back when we have more information.
Yeah. Part 2. Should we do part 2 from the ER?
Yeah.
Part
Can you
two.
see that? Oops, my hand's in front of it. Hi.
Ever watch The Naked Guns
What are
Yes.
the Naked Guns?
with Leslie Nielsen?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Rest in
2.5.
peace.
or
Yes.
33 1/3.
For sure.
Kind of fun.
Rest in peace, Leslie Nielsen.
Take your time, okay?
So what do you say? Should we? You want to stay? You want to stay live until we access the port?
I don't know. What do you want to do, Justin?
I mean, it's gonna hurt, and I'm gonna make a grimacing face, and then what's gonna happen? She's gonna draw some blood. I guess we can leave it at that, and I can just kind of talk through it, and then we can just do
Would
a
it
part
make you
2.
feel more comfortable if you're talking through it? Probably, because
Prob-
you like to talk to distract.
She knows me.
How long you been together?
8 years.
How do you guys meet?
Model mayhem.
That's a random way to just say model mayhem. Not really
Well,
like model mayhem, but
really, he saw me on MySpace and tried to email me for years, but I had my email off.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's all the way back.
Way
to MySpace
back,
days?
yeah.
Sweet.
We both were friends already. We were already MySpace friends somehow, and we didn't know each other.
But like mutual friends, or you?
No,
Are
we
you
were-
a creeper and you just like?
You were a creeper,
Justin.
Justin.
Actually, you know what? At that time, MySpace, I was in a
I
band.
think I love you.
I know. She was promoting her career in photography and her art, and had a pretty large following.
I was also a fitness model.
Sure.
There's a lot of bikini photos on there.
Right.
Ah,
ones,
that's
though.
what it is.
And-
Tasteful ones.
And mine back then, I was in a band called Tattooed Millionaires back then, and we were growing quite successful, and we were releasing records and touring Europe, and we had our own tour bus, and we were touring all over America, and we grew quite a big following in MySpace is where we sold records, where we actually booked tours. Like it was a really,
Yeah, music was great.
it was
for that.
really big, and actually, and I grew quite a large following on my MySpace too, and it
And
was
I had
actually,
a little more large following than me.
yeah,
Well, you had more followers than he did.
I had like 25,000 MySpace.
I only had like
friends.
20,000.
Yeah, it was gnarly. And then and I was like, and it was growing, and all of a sudden the whole thing fizzled. But I also was doing, of course, acting and modeling, and a lot of alternative modeling, rock and roll modeling, clothing modeling, things like that. And Model Mayhem is the
Can you
site.
grab something for me?
Yes. I'll be the nurse's assistant.
Hell
That sounds amazing. Do I need to put some gloves on?
Hey, buddy.
No, just need you not to touch
I'm
it.
David. I'm actually going to be your primary nurse. I'll be right with you.
Hi,
Hey,
David.
Did you get eyes paper by any chance? Or?
No, because we just gave him Tylenol. His fever was up, so we're waiting for it to go down. So it just has to retemp before discharge. All right.
What do
You
I
have to
touch?
put that down.
Okay.
Ready?
You have your hands over the camera. There you go. All
But I'm not gonna be able to hold. I can wait.
Okay,
Hold
no,
on.
when you put it away,
I
So
don't.
what I need you to do is grab that container, that bag.
I guess
It's,
this is
it's
working.
partly open. And I need you to dump the, without touching the blue, dump it into the, tip it over, without touching the blue part.
I should be.
And just dump it over, dump it out. Okay. And then I need, that one.
this one?
And you're gonna open it, so you're gonna open it high above, yeah, not super, a little bit lower. And then you're actually gonna open it over, so flip it over, so it'll just fall out without touching that item. Perfect, you're hired.
Yay! I'm a nurse now.
So you're
Do you want me to
maintaining,
throw that away?
I will get at the end.
Okay.
You're maintaining sterile technique, thank you. Okay. All right, and if you want to take the camera back, then I'm gonna clean again because I think you might have moved.
Me? Oh,
Yeah,
I.
which is totally fine.
I'm a bad boy sometimes when it comes to these poor things. So when last time she was upstairs, so I kept moving my arm around. She's like, "Dude, your arm," and she like just put it down finally. I'm like, "Oh shoot!" I dug with my hands.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
This is a difference. No one's used to being in here.
So just so we don't leave the audience hanging as well as yourself, because people
You've got
listening.
over 60 followers.
And
Big Pup, 1, 2, 3.
there's people that are dying to know what's going on, and so Mary Lou and I left off with, I was saying that I was also doing modeling and things for clothing and things like that, and Model Mayhem once upon a time was a very legitimate networking website for models, photographers, makeup artists, and stuff in the business. I used to book a lot of my work actually through there.
Were you model as well?
That's why I did a lot of the like I said, like alternative, like rock and roll modeling, clothing line modeling, runway and character, drag queen a couple times, like character fun, full body paint modeling, that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
how much fun.
I'm not a I didn't have the
The
height nor the exact look of like that sort of classic male 6'2" runway
Commercial.
model. Yeah, more like the the weird guy. My hair was really long and blonde and teasy, spiky, and looked pretty out there and pretty cool. If you
The
ask
guy
me.
you want to know.
That's it. The guy you want to rock and roll with, baby.
Still the guy you want to rock and
That's
roll.
right. Still, no, I'm just a little different on the hair, but I'm still a rock and roll hoochie coo, baby. So on Model Mayhem, and where I was finding legitimate work, and of course Mary was finding legitimate work as well as a photographer living in Vegas at the time, she connected with me, and
I
reached
sent
out.
him a friend request because I saw him on my other girlfriend who was a photographer's page because I was looking for guys with tattoos to do a calendar.
Oh, really?
Because at the time, that's when girls with tattoos started becoming popular, and I was like, well, what about the guys with tattoos? Girls like guys with tattoos.
Totally, yeah.
So I was going to do a male calendar, and I was coming to LA to visit because I lived in Vegas. So I was coming to LA to visit for the spring and just live at the beach and take pictures of hot guys.
This sounds terrible.
So I sent him a friend request, and he immediately sent me an email message on Model Mayhem.
And were you guys both in Vegas or LA?
She was in Vegas, I was in LA.
Okay.
So yeah, I was
Yeah,
in
I've been in
Vegas,
LA
he was in
4
LA,
times.
All right.
and then immediately like, are you okay, baby?
Mm-hmm.
For
What's
sure.
going on?
I don't know, lightheaded a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Just a slow deep breath for me, okay? In through your nose, out through your mouth. Good? Doing all right?
Do you want to tell the story, babe? You tell the story, because then.
Or do you want to take some?
I'm good, I'm breathing, continue.
Okay. So anyway, emails quickly turned to text, which back then we both had like Motorola flip phones, so
you didn't
you'd be
memorize
like
how many, like, to get
A,
to see.
B, C, like
And-
you had
and
to
then
say so many letters before you got to like C or
T9.
T9. And so then we were like, just let's call each other. So then we were talking on the phone for a good month.
Yeah.
Aw.
And we were saying all the same, like, very uplifting, spiritual, things. We just really connected on that level. And so as soon as I was ready to come to LA, I was driving on a Sunday, which you never go from Vegas to LA on a Sunday. It takes you about 8 to 9 hours. But I talked to him on the phone almost that whole entire time
Mm-hmm.
in traffic.
Mm-hmm.
And then I pulled up to the Whiskey A Go-Go, and there was Justin on the corner. A very rock and roll love story.
The Whiskey Go-Go.
Our eyes locked when I was at the lights. I turned, and then he hopped in my car.
You just knew right away. Well, of course, it's somebody.
Yeah.
That's it.
Has it been like that ever since?
Yeah.
Inseparable?
Basically, he went into my car, and we were instant boyfriend and girlfriend and have not left each other's side ever since.
That's awesome.
I think in 8 years we've been apart maybe a week.
Just all the times here
A
and
week
there.
here and there. But we have a business together. We're best friends.
We live together, we work together,
Everybody
we
says
make
hashtag
movies
relationship
together.
goals.
We're developing films and shows together.
That's
Mhm.
We're
cool.
best friends.
We hang
She's
out
my
24/7.
bestie caregiver. I love her so much.
Mm.
Mhm.
So yeah,
And the whiskey.
the
and
Whiskey
rock
A
and roll.
Go-Go.
That's now on my last count, the venue
change
that
my
I
notes
have
again.
go right nowhere. The venue I have played more than any other venue in Los Angeles is the Whiskey, by far now. I'm a drummer, by the way.
Oh, you are?
I've played in many bands over the years. I had mentioned that in that band years ago, but yeah, the Whiskey, I played there with I don't know how many different bands over the years.
It's a good
But
venue.
that's been the most, and they've always treated me well there.
It's a fun venue.
Oh, we didn't say the part of the story that when I lost my place to stay on the way
Oh,
to
that's right.
to LA.
There's more.
So, and then
the courting
also
of the
Justin at the time had lost his house, so we basically both
Wait,
met
yeah.
homeless.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, let's not sugarcoat my side of the story. I literally was homeless.
Okay, he was homeless, living in his car and on people's couches.
My life actually, everything kind of came to a head at 2008, getting out of ending the relationship with a woman and a band in the same year, and having some interesting
So kind of like two women.
financial.
Yeah, basically two women.
basically. I don't know which one would. No. They love them both. Everybody's a-okay in my world. But no, but it was a hard year, and there's a lot of hard things that I had to deal through, and financially things kind of came into a ruins for me, and that's just the truth, man. Life got real tough, and I didn't know how to come out of it. And I was, at that point, the lowest point, and I don't consider cancer a low point in my life. That was a low point in my life because I was lost. And when my house got foreclosed, I didn't have enough money to get a new place, and I had a storage, I had a car. And that's kind of how I was going, and that's how I was living. And so when Mary and I were hanging out, you know, it wasn't like, you know, we were playing that like, I'll call in, wait 2 days to call you, wait 3 days to call back, you know, courting, take you on this date, that date, playing the whole kind of
We
game.
actually never went on a date until years later.
I know, really, years later. So
Where'd you guys go?
I
don't even know.
I don't know, but our story was more of survival in the beginning anyway, because after she decided to stick around longer, and I was just trying to make sure I didn't sleep overnight in my car anywhere. So
And he was doing dog sitting jobs with random people, and then I would stay the night with him.
Yeah. Yeah, so instead of like trying to figure out like what kind of cool date, how can I impress her, it was like, hey, I found a couch for us to crash on,
Let's
take
go.
some food, let's do it, let's go. And so like we did that for months until finally Mary found a place that would work for her photography and to move into, and she moved in, and then suddenly we decided to join forces.
Well,
at that
not
point.
really.
Well, we didn't just decide to join forces.
I got a place in Venice.
You guys were already.
He was still homeless. We
Your
were
head was already there.
we had been
Her
dating
head
for
was
like
there.
3
I
months
was
by
in,
this time.
I was in fear. I was not there.
and
was
I asked him to live with
confused.
me, and he said no. And I was like,
I-
"You live in your car."
I know.
We basically lived together anyway.
I know, but still, I had never cohabited with a woman at that point, and
Yeah.
I was not ready for you to come into my life. I was just trying to figure out why I was homeless. What's why I was homeless, and learning the lessons of that and everything, you know, and what my next move was going to be. I wasn't expected to suddenly be just living with another person.
Right.
I was thinking like, yeah, maybe I'll get some money and I'll finally get another apartment and I'll get, you know,
Yeah,
blah, blah,
he didn't know that I was sticking around like a girlfriend.
Yeah, and she did not leave, girl. And next thing you know,
No.
she come driving up in her truck, and there we are, and we're moving on in. But I finally agreed, and we did it. There's my beat, and we're living happily ever after right now, even with this.
He wants a.
And there's lots more to the story, of course, but I mean,
I didn't drive a pink top. Can you hear me pink top? I'm so
Anyways.
sorry.
What?
I don't know if he wants a second set of cultures. He didn't order it.
Just send what you know.
so yeah.
You look so Mad Max beyond Thunderdome or something weird right now.
I need some of that spray for the mouth. What do they what do they do that? You know what I'm saying? But I ain't planning on dying, so I don't want that spray.
What is that Tina Turner song from the old Mad Max?
We don't need another
Do you have pain anywhere?
What, honey?
Do you have pain anywhere?
Pain? Not like
Anything unusual?
pain. No, just the normal, the new normal of people life discomforts. But I'm not experiencing any particular pain, and I'm actually a little less shivery right now, thank goodness. So I have settled down.
Maybe were you dehydrated? Because she just put a whole bunch of saline in you.
I don't think it's enough to make a difference.
Yeah,
Okay.
and she also took blood. So I have now. How many? What do you take? 4 tubes?
5.
5 tubes. She took 4 tubes earlier, so I've given 9 tubes of blood.
Good thing you have a big heart.
Big heart. Pump, 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 pump. So yeah.
What else, Justin?
What else? I don't know anymore, man. I thought I was gonna have a few days to go to the gym and get a little strong and then get ready for surgery Tuesday. I didn't think I'd be back at UCLA Santa Monica
I built
But-
you a gym at home, honey.
That too. Well, I love the gym at home, and I'm going to use the gym.
I even got you a weight rack.
But I also love all my buddies, all the guys and gals at Ghost
I know,
Gym, North
you are
Hollywood.
very popular as soon as you walk in.
Well, that's like
Like
the,
even I
that's the
FaceTime
cheers of
when he's in the
gyms.
hospital.
She does. She FaceTimes sometimes.
So that he comes into the gym with me still, and everybody's
Like
like,
when I'm in
"Hey,
the hospital, she
Justin!"
does.
But do they know you?
Yeah,
Okay.
they know me.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's like the cheers of gyms. It's a small storefront, 70s kind of. I mean, it really
Celebrities
needs.
work out there. It's really weird.
I know a lot of celebrities work out there. They have no frills, no health club, no classes.
Nope. It's
But
old,
it's just
rusty
weightlifting.
Iron,
Yes,
old iron gym.
weightlifters. It's all the bodybuilders, competitors. It's
It's
just
like an old gold
you just
gym.
go there to lift and BS with people, and everyone knows everyone, and it's fun and it's open. I like how it's all glass on both sides because it's very 70s storefront. So
Hey, your twinsy just joined.
all the light floods in during the day, and it's nice and bright in there.
The other bald Sandler just joined one.
Oh yeah, Jeff's on there.
Mhm.
Uncle Jeff. Wow, he's a little. He missed lots of stories, but welcome to all family members. Are my folks watching too? They should be on here, so I don't have to call them and tell them what happened. Did you text mom and tell her to go on Facebook Live?
No.
Maybe you should.
Oh, I can only have so many hands, honey.
I can hold it. I think I can
No,
do this
put
right
your
now.
shirt back on?
Wait, can I do this? Hold on, I'm blocking the. You can do whatever.
If you want. It's up to
Okay.
you.
You can leave it like that. It's fine. It's fine. How's that? Is that good?
Yeah, I can see your hand.
How's that?
Do you want your shirt back on or no?
I don't know. I mean, it's sexy, isn't it? I'm sexy and
Well,
I
then
know
if
it.
you're not cold, then we'll just cover your nipple,
Yeah,
so
you can button
it's
it
still
up
PG.
a little bit.
You want it?
Okay. Yeah, just button like a couple of them. You just button all the way up.
Just this one?
Just the bottom ones. Leave the top open. If there's a port connected, I don't want it touching
There's
it.
no buttons, honey, on this one.
Then
No.
just leave it.
No, it's
Oy
not the fancy
vey!
one.
Stop fussing! Stop
Take this hand.
fussing!
There you go.
Taking this hand. All right, we've connected a port. Oh man. So guys,
You can take that out now.
oh wait, I can demask now. Yeah. Oh, we're all taped up.
Yeah.
There, okay. Great, we're all taped up. Okay, so we're all taped up. So for anyone just joining, so we've been on. This is a fairly long one, as far as videos go. But I mean, hey, this is more interesting than whatever else is on TV tonight.
Real-time reality TV.
I know that's why it's more exciting than like whatever was on ER. I mean, this is real ER.
Jeffrey Sandler said, "What's up?" I just walked in the house.
What's up? I'm in the ER, dog. I'm in the ER because I had my appointment with my doctor today. And can you please do what I asked you?
What did you ask me? Oh.
I'm the chemo. So I am here to recap for those who are just joining. Wait, I can take this off again, right? Okay. So I went to see Dr. J. Lee, my cardio thoracic surgeon today. Stop. Wait, Marianne is telling me to stop. Stall. Oh. My arms are so weak these days. I will rebuild this body. I promise you this. I will rebuild this body. It's going to get a little worse before it gets better, guys. The surgery is going to be from here to here. And it's here to here. And it's going to leave a bit. Anyway, it's going to leave a big ass scar. That's all I'm trying to say, y'all. I don't know how tight we're framed up right now, but anyway, we just gave blood. They're going to go check the blood again. So here is why we're here at the ER. I'm going to recap us now. I went to Dr. J. Lee, my cardio thoracic surgeon. We had our appointment today so that we could find out all the information for the surgery next Tuesday.
Oh, Mom's been watching. So.
Okay, good. So we've got all the information for the surgery, which is going to be next Tuesday. Possibly at this point, but we went over earlier here on the show, as I'm going to call it now, all the
Yes,
information. Hello again.
It's the second steak. I'm so sorry.
Is it okay that I took this mask off?
Yeah,
Okay. That's
you're
fine.
good.
'Cause
Once
you
you
still
access your gut, and I got the little
Well,
green saviors.
Because you still have yours on, so that's why I want to make sure that.
I have that on to protect you, so I don't.
Oh,
get you sick.
because I have a low count, possibly.
Yeah, I don't want to get you sick.
Got it. Okay. Perfect. So, where was I, Mary Lou? We went to Dr. Lee. We went over earlier in the show everything. Or Mary explained everything, so we're not going to rehash the surgical part of the conversation. But what we're talking about right now is why we're
Yeah,
here.
we should, because Jeffrey just joined.
But people can go back and watch it later. So right now, while we're here right now, for those just joining. After I had my appointment and we got all the information about the potential surgery for Tuesday. Huh?
It's scary.
It was scary. Okay, it was scary.
I know, people are like, this expense is killing me.
Well, we talked about this already.
But these people that are
Okay.
on now have not heard it.
Okay, well, before I go into the story then, for those who are waiting, just hang on. May I ask, please, to our darling, beautiful, wonderful, helpful nurse, where are we at in the process, just so I can understand them?
So we're
You have done-
drawing a second set of blood cultures.
Instead of blood.
Blood cultures. So
Wait, didn't you just take blood?
yes.
Oops.
So when we do blood cultures, because
Yeah.
your white count is so low, you're at risk for infection.
Okay.
If we're going to give you antibiotics, we want to make sure that we're treating the right bacteria. So
Okay.
we're going to draw blood cultures from 2 sites. So one's from your porta-cap, and the
Yeah.
other one's going to be peripheral, like wherever. You have a nice line EC right there that I can poke and take blood from,
Oh,
if
okay.
you let me.
Okay.
And then we'll put you back on the monitor, take your blood pressure, keep you on a cardiac monitor, watch your heart.
Okay.
And then it takes about an hour, hour and a half for blood tests to come back. You meet Dr. Bao again, and probably, I would say you're staying
Staying.
overnight.
Really?
I would think so. If your tests come back the way that they were outpatient, you would probably stay.
Oh.
Good possibility. Just to
In
kind
this
of-
room?
Hopefully not. I hope you get a bed upstairs. That's-
On the 4th floor?
I think on the 4th floor, that's where you're probably going.
Back to our family.
I'm hoping.
Now, can you?
I prepare your heart to stay.
Okay, so.
We can't force you to stay.
Yeah, so can you walk us through why I would have to stay
If your
if those numbers were like they were?
if your blood count is that low, you most likely need blood transfusion.
Yeah.
And you're at high risk for infection. And we want to protect you from getting an infection, and we also need to
Okay.
give you some blood.
Okay.
We need to figure out what else is going on.
Can I point out 2 things to you real fast?
Sure.
Then to talk about infection. 2 random things. Number 1, interestingly enough, and I don't know if this has any relations to it, but I'm gonna tell you. The other day I did my PET scan. I wear earrings, and in the room they said on the sterile counter she said take off your earrings before the PET scan. I took them off. When I put in the second earring back in, it hurt. And for some reason
Pull
I
it
had to take
there?
it out, and now I left it out, and it's just kind of hard and.
So that's a little
you know,
different. That's different for you.
Yeah, that's a little different. It's kind of painful, so I left the earring out.
Sure.
Now I remember like years ago, like it got a
And
little
you're
infected or
not
whatever.
really inflamed right now.
Well, this is also I had a mouth sore,
And that's new.
and I bit it. A mouth sore from the chemo,
Okay.
and I bit it because it was right in the middle of my teeth there, so
Okay.
it bled. And then the last thing, I just noticed this on my leg too. I don't know if that's just anything or not, but I just noticed that too.
Oh yeah, I noticed that earlier. And I
Okay.
thought that maybe you just bruised yourself.
So
Okay.
I don't know. So
Well,
those are all the things. Just to bring you maybe completely unrelated, nothing to do with nothing, but
we'll put them in your chart and then make sure.
just so you guys know.
Yeah, we
what's-
take a look at them.
I'm so proud of you for
Nice.
telling her everything, Justin.
Okay. Boom. Okay.
Ready?
That's it. Do it.
Okay. Thanks for showing me those.
You're so lovely and compassionate. You're so good here.
So guys, the recap is we saw the doctor today and we talked about the surgery, and after the appointment we went and had chest x-ray and EKG and lab work, and when we left we went and had a business meeting, and while we were having dinner at the business meeting I got a phone call that said we got a report about your lab work and all these counts were low. The white count was 1 point something, hemoglobin was 6 point something, and the third thing, what was the third one that was off?
Platelets maybe? Oh, look.
Platelets or something like that. Low, all very low, like dangerously low. Basically he said, I need for you to go to the ER. And then, so we were right there, still in Westwood. So he said, "Just go to UCLA," but then called back and said, "Wait, we haven't seen you at UCLA yet, since that's the that will be the operating hospital, but that's not the hospital, my oncology hospital, which is UCLA Santa Monica." So he called me back and said, "Go over there and go to the ER." So Mary Lou and I had to close up our meeting.
All done.
And thank you so much.
Stickers for your heart. We can watch it. We're nosing.
Can we get some water for Justin?
I'll have to check with the doctor. It might be a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I think you can probably mouth swab.
Okay. So we headed over here. We got checked in, and we've been ever since. We have actually accessed my port again. Drawn blood from there. We just heard why we had to draw blood from a secondary location or two. We're gonna wait and find out what the blood shows and see if the results from earlier were, for some reason, incorrect.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
If the blood counts are incorrect,
And they look good and normal,
then I can go home maybe.
Yeah. So who knows? Like maybe it was diluted or something. We're
I
gonna lower
feel,
this down.
you know, I feel shitty, but chemo is shitty. I really hope that
You don't feel extra non-chemo shitty.
that there's, yeah, like, you know, I love everybody on the fourth floor. I would more than anything love to just run up there real fast and see what night staff is there
And then run home.
and say hello, and then see
Say
a
hi,
couple of
Ryan.
see a couple of my friends that are there for lymphoma and stuff, who aren't leaving for a while, and poke my head in real fast and be like, "Yo, I gotta come in," and just tell them the story really fast, and give a few hugs, and then go back home and to get my contact
We have a
lenses
hashtag now, by
and
the
brush
way.
my teeth and have my cats and lay in bed with my wife and my cats and just go to sleep.
We have 5 cats.
I have 5 cats.
You have 5 cats.
What's our hashtag?
Hashtag 5 cats.
Hashtag 5
Oh
cats.
no, our new hashtag is hashtag Sandler Strong.
Hashtag Sandler Strong. That's
Like
true.
a couple people have said it already.
That's better because people are saying hashtag Justin Strong, but we're a team.
Yes, we are.
Sandler Strong. Even let Adam Sandler join me if you want. Adam Sandler Strong, baby. Join the Sandler Strong movement. And don't forget, even when this happens, embrace cancer, love cancer, free cancer.
Yes.
Because we still must approach all things
With
with
love.
love. We must embrace, because when we come from that place, we allow for better healing. We allow
Yes.
for things to work better. We allow for the people who are working on us to have an easier time working. And so we must embrace the journey. And every time something sucks, we must say, "This is good." Every time
This is good.
we must find the lesson.
This
It might
is
not
good.
come right then and there. You might suffer for a few days like I've been lately and just have to just power through it, but then later you're like, "Wow, I learned some crazy stuff." Even about yourself, even about you as a human being, what you can take, what you can live through, what you can power through.
Which arm can I torture with a blood pressure test?
There you go.
Aww. A bunch of people are putting our hashtag now.
Thank you, everybody.
That's so nice.
Yeah. So that's it. You know, if today.
Justin feels most comfortable and most at ease when the camera's on him. That's why I do this.
Really?
Yes, if he's talking and
Well-
being distracted and
See, that petrifies me.
But this
and-
also lets me process what's going
Oh,
on.
totally.
Like
yeah,
some people,
it's his therapy.
we're all different.
Yeah.
Some people like to just sit and close their eyes and breathe and meditate and just wish it was over, or go to a safe place with waterfalls and rainbows. And for me, I say, you know, I need to share this experience with other people because I'm going to learn something more
By
important.
sharing.
And when something important comes to me, I'm going to be able to share it, and I'm going to learn something really strong, and I'm going to share that, and we're going to learn together.
Yeah.
And so if I can learn for myself and help myself,
Mm-hmm.
and someone out there can learn and grow from it as well, then we have a beautiful balance right there. And we're all, you know, we're all together doing it. So.
All right.
Okay. Check the vitals.
That's Madeline. She's another nurse. We all work as a team. You may
That's
see
the
her
best.
coming by. You already met David. He's another nurse for you.
Mm-hmm.
to go give someone else a lunch.
Okay.
So.
So at this point in time, so we can let our adoring fans know.
Adoring fans. They're our friends, honey.
Our adoring friends is really
And
what our,
family.
they're our loving friends and family and support systems. What they really are, to be completely honest with you. So we're basically just gonna sit here idle.
Hurry up and wait.
And be monitored for the next hour to hour and a half until blood work comes back.
Right.
So pretty much buckle up and chill out.
Yeah. Yeah. We have a TV if you want to watch TV.
Okay.
I don't have any editing software, so I don't know if you want to edit anything.
I can edit on my
You
phone.
can edit on the phone in iMovie.
That's awesome.
I've been a professional editor since a long
long time.
It's a long time. Hello, how are
We do
you?
have registration here that wants to get some signatures. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
See more autographs?
And more stuff to do. Yeah, whatever you guys gotta do. So I don't know. So it's gonna be a minute. So I guess what we'll do is we'll
Are you gonna finish about what the appointment was?